Member Blowabek.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I want to join in the debate and say maybe a few things. And before I do so, let me acknowledge the people from Angoram. Let me also acknowledge the leaders who have actually gone before us. We take this time to acknowledge and thank them for the leadership they've shown and brought this country this far. Mr. Speaker, today I will say a few things. I think we've had a lot of things being said today by our esteemed leaders, and I think most of them have made mention of some very pertinent points, and I won't repeat this morning. Mr. Speaker, I think the Parliament is in Tokpisinem Hausman, and we know the purpose of Hausman. The purpose of Hausman is to establish and propagate good rules and leadership for society. It is actually a cradle. It is actually a nursery where young leaders come in to learn good principles of governance. Mr. Speaker, our parliament is actually the cradle for democracy. Now, democratic forms of government are actually quite young. Now, sometimes we take our form of government for granted, but there was a time when kings thought they had absolute authority from God. And it's not quite far in history. If you look at it, the French and American revolutions, and those governments were actually based on that, because they wanted to separate themselves from the church. Mr. Speaker, this morning I want to make a few points. You know, I've been in this parliament for 8 years now, and for these 8 years I've never prayed on this floor. Mr. Speaker, because I know myself and I know my people from Wabek. Some of them have good impression of me and some of them don't. And public prayer is something that ordained ministers to do. So one of the recommendations, Mr. Speaker, I want to make this morning is that, like the Senate in US, if we can ask chaplains to come and do our prayers. Yeah. Number one. Number two, we should remove the Bible and put it in a chapel. In a chapel. Yeah. Because let's be honest with ourselves, we come here and we lie a lot. We lie in front of the Bible, and the Bible represents God. Maybe that's the reason why we have not made so much progress. We can't compare ourselves to Europe and other countries. Just look at Singapore. They will celebrate 60 years of independence, and Singapore is one of the most developed countries. And if you look at the history of Singapore developed on a marshland full of mosquitoes. There was nothing, no resources, nothing at all. All they had was people. So maybe we should start to separate government from church. Mr. Speaker, maybe that's where all the cash is coming from, because we are lying in front of the Bible here. Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Mr. Speaker, point of order, blow me a statement blow. Honorable Member Blowabek, I'm correct, but long talk lo Bible even God stuff. Government God hakim. No mistakenly me put in Bible long Parliament. You can talk lo whole issue block country, but Bible God stuff. And what you mean, can talk with you one, but you may not can touch in Bible. What I'm stopping them helping me. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member Blowabek, you may continue your speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And this like thinking that's all make him not country go back, Mr. Speaker. You know, we should allow the Bible to be in the church and allow pastors in the church to interpret. This is the house where leaders are supposed to be and make decisions. Mr. Speaker. From this house, we have the power. The people have given us the mandate to make decisions and act on decisions. So Parliament, Mr. Speaker, one of my also dissenting points is that maybe the Prime Minister should also remove his case, because cases must be made by pastors who don't have the power to act against corruption. You mean you get power to act against corruption? Yeah? It would be a lazy man's job to just come and cast corruption. We have the power. If we can't act against corruption, we shouldn't be here. Mr. Speaker, you know, we can say all the good things about our government, but let me give some contrasting and contradicting points so that people can aren't nothing. One of those points I make is about the Bible. If we are to keep this Bible in this parliament, we must not come here and lie. But we make a lot of lies, Mr. Speaker. That's the truth. Number two, if we can ask chaplains to come here and do prayers like they do in the most powerful country in the world, U.S. Senate, they have chaplains who come and say prayers. Because most of us here, we do a lot of bad things back in our electorates, and then when we come and pray, all man of pleasure, bell balls are cascase when they see us praying here. Mr. Speaker, we are leaders. We are not supposed to be here and paint bad pictures. Number three, Mr. Speaker, the role of the opposition. Mr. Speaker, someone has to be here to hold the government to account. This is a place where accountability must be promoted and supported. Suppose you go to one direction, put down on cliff. We are here to actually hold the government to account. And you plan on cross. You know, it comes with the territory, yeah? When you come here and point things out, you must be leaders. No can come up with some beginning, complain, go come, make him kind of noise. You know, if you don't want to be ministers, you should just allow the backbenchers to take your position. That's our role as leaders, Mr. Speaker. I'm houseman. Inside the houseman, you must let him talk, you may go outside, then pipe go, all right. If we don't say those things here, we can't hold we can't lead the nation properly, Mr. Speaker. We are coming towards our 50th independence, and I'm making this statement here. Mr. Speaker, long Standing Order 51, Amtokosem, interruption of members speaking. Let me read him again. When a member is speaking, no member may converse aloud or make any noise or disturbance to interrupt him, Mr. Speaker. When we celebrate this building, we have to consecrate this building once again. How people are making more something like, yeah, people of Papua New Guinea are looking not accepting, but people from other countries think that this is a playground or this is a classroom where students come and, behave. People come up with some Mr. Speaker. Maybe after this program, that time we go next 41 years, celebrating Mr. Parliament, now him go. You must bring him some kind of sensitivity back to Parliament. We must respect this house, Mr. Speaker. Another point, Mr. Speaker, I mean, like making him about him separation of powers. I think I'm second last point now, let me finish. Mr. Speaker, when our forefathers, when they wrote the Constitution, they saw the importance of keeping those three powers separate. Because if we allow one power to be more, to interfere in all other, bodies of government, the three branches of government, then there'll be no one to provide accountability, Mr. Speaker. So constitutional officers were put specifically for that reason, Mr. Speaker. Constitutional officers were put specifically to hold the executive arm of government to account. Mr. Speaker, now we see, ministers being appointed to head constitutional offices. And it's being done from this house, Mr. Speaker. When we don't have checks and balances in our system, country Mr. Speaker. So those things, from this time forward, you must try and establish in back, you must correct them, Mr. Speaker. It's very important we have to do that. Now, to conclude, let me just remind us, this house is the cradle of liberal democracy. And I will read to you the 7 principles of liberal democracy. Liberal democracy is about popular sovereignty, meaning that it's the people who appoint us to this house. The power we hold now belongs to the people. It's not our powers. Number 2, there must be free and fair election. Mr. Speaker. Free and fair election. You are putting man good, come into the parliament, no other problem as the society. Number 3, the rule of law. We must establish the rule of law. Number 4, protection of the rights and freedoms of our people. Number 5, separation of powers. Number 6, the independence of judiciary, Mr. Speaker. Number 7, there must be unity amongst the different diverse groups we have in this country, Mr. Speaker. Number 8, there must be accountability and transparency. There must be respect for minority rights and civil society and democratic participation in all forms of government. Mr. Speaker, to conclude, I want to reaffirm the words spoken by the Honourable Member for Sinasina Ngumu. Mr. Speaker, if we can't read the entire Constitution, we must read the preamble. The preamble lays the foundation for governance in this country. The Constitution gives us the powers that we enjoy today, gives power to this House, gives powers to all of us and all forms of government. Now, if we can't read the entire Constitution, I can't read the entire Constitution because I'm not a lawyer, but I can read the preamble. The preamble talks about equal participation and distribution of resources, Mr. Speaker. On the verge of independence, 50 years independence celebration, the country is very divided, Mr. Speaker. Let me say that. It's very divided because we got one group of people who seem to be enjoying all the luxury and privileges of this country, and the rest of them feel left out. Mr. Speaker, you must make him fair. You may sit on the opposition. One day you blow line lab, I'm sitting on the opposition too. Yaman, you see this like I'm talk to some cash flow problem. You play depriving me for development funds. I mean, no good. On the verge of independence, we know I want something by block or talk more people. By block talking more, so me plus unfair and I give him resources to some group of people. Now some blood sold me black what is there for you guys to tell the people on the independence celebration? The Constitution talks about equal participation and fair distribution of resources. We are here, we are not your enemies. We are here to hold you to account. Remember the role the opposition plays in government. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.